Hi, I'm Michael, and I'm going to show you how to install KUCK VT, the unofficial voice tracking plugin for RadioDJ version 3. So let's get to it. You're probably saying, that's a nice burger. Why do you have a picture of a burger? Because my desktop is a mess right now, and I just figured I'd put this up instead so you don't have to see it. I've been developing for the past 2 weeks now, so it's kind of crazy. All right, but here we go. What's going to happen is, let me show you how to do this. The first thing that you need to do is go into your RadioDJ folder, your main RadioDJ folder. Now, in your RadioDJ plugins, right? When you go into there, you need to make sure of something. Otherwise, the voice tracking plugin will not work. You're going to look for the REST server plugin. All right. If you don't see plugin-rest and then, a DLL and an XML, don't worry about it. You actually have it. It's not installed. Let me show you how to do that. It's super simple. So you go to your RadioDJ folder, the main one, okay? And you're going to go to disabled plugins. Once you're in disabled plugins, you can say plugin REST server. Double click into there, control click DLL, and then control click XML. So right click while they're both selected, choose copy. And then what you're going to do is go back into RadioDJ's main folder. You're going to go to plugins, not disabled plugins anymore. Now we're going to plugins, right? And you're just going to left click on it once and then right click and hit paste. Now, if we go into the plugins folder, we're going to see that REST server is there, the DLL and the XML. That is 100% necessary for the voice tracker to work. So do that first. Okay? All right. Now, hi, editing me here. In case you get this message, HTTP cannot register URL with the 8080. Your process doesn't have access right to the namespace. As you can see, that's plugin_REST server at the top there. So that's a REST server plugin issue. What you need to do is just run RadioDJ in administrator mode. Once you run it in administrator mode, you won't be seeing that error message. That's a REST server thing. That's not a KUCK VT thing. Just letting you know that you should expect that. So be sure, going forward, run RadioDJ in administrative mode. We now go back to your regularly scheduled program. Let's walk through the installation of KUCK VT. So you're going to get it. It's going to be this little exe file, of course. Double click it, and you're going to get a warning. That's because the publisher is unknown. In order for that to be known, it's going to cost me hundreds of dollars a month that I don't have. So just trust me. All right. You're going to this is going to ask you, do you want to allow? Yes. If you get a message different, that's like Windows has protected this PC, is going to be a find out more or something like that. You'll click that, and then there'll be an option that says run anyway. Choose run anyway. Once you do that, you get this, okay? If you don't see it, it's down in the bottom. And you're just going to accept the agreement. It's a standard license agreement that you get with software and stuff like that. So hit next. So now you're going to need to find where your install is. That's why when I was working on this installer, I didn't want to point somewhere automatically because it's different for everyone. All right. So my RadioDJ folder is in my C drive, and I named it RadioDJ V3 just to keep it neat. All right. So that's it. You're not going to go into the folder. You're just going to click it once, hit OK, and then you're going to hit next. Now, this might be confusing. I've been up for many hours. Station name or call letters. You might think I don't have an actual radio station, and it's fine. You can just put anything in there. You can put your name in there, but I'm sure in your mind you have a certain name for it. Like Greatest 80s or something like that. So I'm using KUCK FM. And for the license identifier, you can put the same thing there. You can put your name there. You can put your dog's name there. Whatever. You can put sausages. It'll still work. You can put anything there. I'm going to put KUCK FM again, and I'm going to hit next. All right, so now you're at this screen. Go into your RadioDJ folder. You're going to hit install. and you're going to finish. And that's it. That's how simple it is to install the software. So once you're in RadioDJ, all you got to do is go down here to your options, open that up, go to plugins, and you will see KUCK VT Unofficial Voice Tracker for RadioDJ version 3. Double click on that, and there you are. For a demonstration on how to use this, watch our next video.